GLD, that's the monthly. Well, it's heading lower. It's heading lower. Whether you like it or not, it's heading lower by a lot. It's going to break 100. That's GLD. So you have to add a 0 here in order to have the spot price. So that means it's going to break 1000. It's going to break 1000. It's going down in this big C. All the indications that I've seen this past week point to the bearish force being overwhelming and being well capable in due course to break 1000. So this is the preferred reading at this point. We have seen a massive drop here that is taken as an A ending here or here, a B ending here or here, and that eventually would lead to a destructive C that will take us towards 60, 70, maybe even a lot lower than that. Okay, we have covered this in the past. Let's now go to the daily. And here's the option. Well, there are two options really. If the B ended here, we start counting from this point. And I find that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are due for another drop that is likely to come this week. This drop is going to complete 5-leg run right from here, and that could be the first leg if the B ended here. Okay, the other alternative would say, hey, hold on, we have the B actually ending here, and that gives us a 1, 2, 1, 2 structure in this way. So in fact, what you are considering as a first leg is only a 5th leg inside a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. What will happen is that you will work with a 1, 2, and that will be a 3. So that means after it breaks in this manner, it's going to go sideways for a few days and then drop again. And that will give you a complete first leg down that will end somewhere around here at around 1000. Okay, and then you'll have this big rally that will be followed likely by a crash under 1000. Okay, if the B ended here, then after this drop towards let's say 1060, 1040, yeah, 106, 104, that will terminate the first leg, and then you will see a rally. Okay, this rally will very unlikely go there. No, it could go back to would be very exciting, might go back there. Okay, might go back there, might go back there, yes, to give you a second wave to be followed by a meltdown. Sorry, I want to show you the 60 minutes because I think that there is a point in showing that, because you can see the subdivision quite clearly here. You see the breakdown here. That's taken as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Here we go, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, E, break. It broke actually under the floor here. Do you see? So by doing that, it is announcing, as far as I'm concerned, that the 4th wave is done. It's quite possible that the 4th wave ended here. We'll see the details when we check now the spot gold. Now here's spot gold, that's the monthly. Again, various options of the B, but don't let these put you off from the interpretation of the big picture. The interpretation of the big picture is still overwhelmingly is supportive of the breakdown C. Okay, and I'm not just looking at this chart, you know, I'm looking at a whole host of other charts that are related in their momentum, in their structure, in their pattern with what is happening in the precious metals. So the weight of the evidence so far is pointing to a breakdown under 1000. Yes, that's it. The only thing that could delay that is that the B might hang around here for maybe a few more months before it the support at around 1040 gives way and it breaks down in a massive C. That's the only optimistic thing that I see at this point. Let's have a look at the weekly. And this week has really added further credibility to the bears, to the bearish interpretation. As you can see, miserable drift down here. This is massive overhead resistance. The 50 moving average is very far from lending any support on the weekly. The situation is not looking good. There is further downside very likely here. I have several interpretations here, and as I said to you, don't be intimidated by that. The sum total of what you see here is really pointing down. I don't have currently a bullish interpretation. No. I think that all roads at this point in time, all roads lead south, lead down. Now, the two interpretations that I have here concerning the very short-term structure, one is following the one I adopted in the case of GLD, and that is this, 1, 2. Okay, you go down, you have your third ending right here. You have your fourth ending right here where I'm showing an arrow in black. You will see it when I show you the 60 minutes. And essentially, we're going down now in a fifth leg. The other interpretation would say that, if you remember, we were working with the idea that we have basically here an A, B, C, X. That's an A, and we were looking for the B. This is still possible. It is becoming unlikely because it broke on Friday the floor here. But it is just about still possible. If it bounces back on Monday, Tuesday, it could still revive the idea of the B, and then nevertheless we go down for a C. So you don't really get much in the way of bullish price action. It's just a pause before it's going to continue down. So let's have a look at the 60 minutes. Now here's the interpretation that takes the, that's 1, that's 2. Just focus on the pink color. 1, 2 down in a 3 that ends here, and then you go and you have A, B, C, D, E. Here's my black arrow, and these arrows, if you remember, they do not date from today. I had them a few days ago. I put them, and it is really, as I said, gratifying to see that it's just going on my arrows. Now I am reevaluating the situation. I'm reevaluating the situation, and I suspect that in fact it is unlikely to come back in this way. Meaning I don't think it's going back to 1175. I think it is likely to continue to plunge. Okay, so that's my 3, that's my 4, that's my preferred reading by now. By the way, right now, that's my preferred reading. Okay, so that's a 3, that's a 4, and I'll take you to a 5-minute chart. Why not? Let's go to a 5-minute chart and see the best scale here is that the fourth wave ended here. Okay, that's the end of the triangle. That gives you first leg down, 1, 2, and a tiny 1, 2, and a tiny 1, 2, and 3, 4, 3, 4 right here, and that ends the third. That gives you a fourth wave. Okay, that means that it opens and it stays terribly weak. It doesn't go even above 1162. It just stays around here and just continues to drift down. That's probably the correct wave count. It bounces up like that, then you know that we probably go for an ABC, and perhaps it will go to 1175 or so, after which we are likely to continue down. Okay, here's silver. Silver is really also looking down. There is no bullish message coming out of the chart of silver, I'm afraid. This is still buried under overhead resistance in many ways, and the prospect of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are looking distant, very distant with every passing day. This is looking very much unlikely. You can see that the 50 moving average right here is pressurizing the price. It's been here now 1, 2, 3. We got basically 4 closes. 4 weekly closes under the 50 moving average. That's not good. That's not good. And here we go. We have the structure that we worked with as a bunch of ABCs. That's the daily now, with an A, B, C, X. That's an A. Could be that we have a B done. Okay, right here. Depends how it behaves this week. If it's done, it's going to drop like a stone under this. We'll go for the C. If the B is not down, we're going to go sideways for a few more days, as you can see, and then we continue down. The arrow here points for the possibility of an X or a big B ending here, and that will basically pick the drop here as 1. I'll show you the 60 minutes. You will see what I mean. That's your A, that's your B, that's your C. That's your A, that's an X, that's one option. That's an A, that's a B. It will pop its head towards 17.2. Okay, that'll give you an A, B, C, X, A, B, C, and then drop. Okay, there are other alternatives. There are several here. That's an A, that's a B, that's a C complete. It's done. It's done. I don't need two of these. That's done. And that, in fact, the slide that'll take it now straight towards 16.1. Okay, so you'll have a 1, 2 down, 3, 4, 5, and then crawl on the floor here for 1 or 2 days and then continue down. Okay, that's platinum. That's monthly. Platinum is terribly bearish. I told you I'm short platinum. I'm very happy. I'm not touching the position. I consider adding. Platinum is just going according to plan. It's going to continue to plunge. The monthly going back into 1987 shows you an A, that's a B. We're going down in a major C, and everything is on track to see lower prices on the horizon. As far as the eye can see here, that's an A, that's a B. We're going to plunge under this level. Okay, that's the plan. That's the script. That's 1, that's 2. We had an ABC here. If that's a third wave now, and I think it is, we're going to crash through 800, and nothing in the world can stop it from going to 400. It's going to go eventually to 400. That is 1 OA, 2 OB, and we had a 1, 2, and this is a bear that means business. On Friday, it showed its true color. No issue here, no fooling around. You can see it got knocked down by the 50 moving average. That is a bear that means business, and I think it's going to break this week. Okay, let's now go to the 60 minutes. If I'm on the right track in reading this, here we go. That is 1, that's an A, that's a B. C ended here or here. It is possible it ended here, in which case I start counting from here, and I have a 1, 2, that's 3. Basically, I'm going to see 900 being tested this week and potentially being broken, the support here, all in the process of delivering massive third wave down. So things are on track to look a lot lower.